So I'm back on stream because I was planning not to, but I think there were lots and lots of updates to POE2, teasers, shows, interviews that have been done with a lot of new information. So I thought I'd just come up and talk about them. Look at some of the teaser videos and talk about some of the plans I have for the new league, what I am considering to play or will play. So without further ado, I think let's jump straight into it. Yeah, there are quite a number of things that came up. Really, a lot of teasers, a lot of videos that came. We can look at the patch. Before I talk about the interview, so Ziggy had an interview with Jonathan and Mark, and they were talking about the 0.5 league, and there were a lot of quite interesting information that came up, which I thought was really great and awesome changes that they do, and things that I think there's way more significant than just simple new classes that have been released, right? So 13 days is such a long wait. If I wasn't doing my, so right, as you guys knows, I'm currently on doing my doctorate. If I wasn't on my doctorate, I'm graduating, so I need to write my thesis. If that wasn't part of the plan or the rush, I probably would have taken leave off just to play this. But unfortunately, I have that, so I'll probably play it when I come back. I probably will stream the league start and all that. I'll see how it goes, or maybe I'll just pre-play it, right? So okay, so yeah, so it's Return of the Ancients. So these are the main changes. The fortress appearing, clearing out the fortress grants you Atlas points. So basically, that's what it is. You clear this is one of the nicer ways to earn Atlas points right now. I think currently in POE2, so how you actually earn Atlas points is by clearing different things in the map. So for example, like all these corruption nodes, clearing them, I think at various tiers, and that gives you the points that you have. And currently our tree is quite limited. Not really limited, but I guess there's very few standard builds. So I'm currently running the experience build. That's so to earn more experience, because I'm trying to level up closer towards 100. I'm still stuck at 98. I've been around that for a long time, for almost a month really. But yeah, that what it is. So yes, Atlas point has been changed. You are supposed to fill up the entire tree, and customizers come in during I think at selected nodes where you can do multiple choices. So you choose one or the other nodes, like these key nodes. So where you choose either one to see how you want to change your tree according to that, right? So based on the interview, I mean, let me just give me a second. Let me find it. Where is it? Sorry. So ZD's interview. So we know that. So basically, you can custom your map based on all these selection. Secondly, the other selection that you do is based on you have a sort of mapping build, like mapping classes. So I don't know if Master of the Atlas, based on the different points that you get from unlocking this Master of Atlas people, you can custom the maps that you're running. And I think you unlock various nodes, and you actually can choose to. Let me go to live stream. I think it's more obvious from the live stream. You can actually choose to select. You don't have to do 4 different levels. And you don't actually, let me just skip to the part. You don't actually have to there is. You don't have to actually select one of each actually. apparently you can dump all points into a single line. Here make you think that you have to choose one from each section, right? But actually not. You can choose dump all in a single line if you want. There's not a problem. Sorry, let me just play some music as I talk. Can you get it? Let me try something else. Eh? Somehow you're not getting it. Okay, no. Let me just check. So yeah. So you have all of this, right? Sorry, give me 1 second. Let me just check this. Oops. Apparently. Yeah, there's no. Why is the. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me just try to put in the music. Oh, why does it not getting anything? Sorry, give me 1 moment. Okay, I think you guys should hear it now. Sorry, let me just check. Yep, so yeah, you can put points into all of that, which is great. Right. Next. Yeah, so that allows you to custom trees differently from people to people. Alright. And like, so you can actually put more than 1 point into one. So it's quite interesting. So you have something like Wisdom's more prefix. Additional revival. So that's one of the things. So I think one of the things that people were asking for during the stream is if you are able to do what's that called? If you're able to have more than 1 chance portal, because if you do like five suffixes options on it, you will not be able to get. You only get 1 portal, 1 revival, 1 chance. And if you get 1 shot, it's actually quite sad sometimes, and then you lose all the experience. So how would you get more chances? So I listened to review. Apparently they were playing around with stuff like maybe getting like 2. You lose 1 portal every two options or something like that. But they were unsure. They can't remember and unsure if they finally if that went into the patch or it got removed. So that'd be interesting. Not sure where that will go. Right. So this is the final Uber Pinnacle boss that we're probably be fighting. Looks freaking cool, honestly. The drop's gonna drop this weapon. This is an interesting spear. I don't know how good it is. Doesn't feel very good yet. The Righteous Descent looks very slow when I see them. Looks like a nuking skill at least. So I don't know how well that will go. They say it creates fragment of divinity in your presence. I think if I'm not wrong, if you get the divinity, the skill refreshes. Or is it more damage? Can't remember. So actually you want as low, smaller presence as possible for this to be useful. Right, so now talking about the new classes. Talking about new classes. So this is the monk, ascendancy. Here we have the martial artist. I think for the class release, you actually learn more about this class anyway. But looks so this comes down to my this is just a new ascendancy. You're able to do multiple copies of yourself. So it looks like it's still going to be you're supposed to go Holo Pump. So a lot of the skills are based around Holo Pump. Or the other one is a Pokemon build Spirit Walker, which is the summoning multiple companions to do your damage. Yes. So initially I was planning to run Spirit Walker as a league start, but I think based on looking at the stuff that I'm thinking to play as, I think because I'm trying to run a pure Zoomancer, essentially pure companions build. I don't think I'll be doing as league side because I need one of the unique. I'll show you guys which unique it is later. And I probably be making the martial artist first, which looks actually more fun and way more. It looks really strong actually. Yeah. Also, this is a league. This is a crafting league, a bit like an abyss, but on steroids. Bunch of different crafting. So these are runes. I know we have to find runes based on the bosses as Azuromite. So you just find bosses, you can get runes. The more runes you get, the higher rarity and different stuff you can build. So apparently you don't have to really remember this. We can just craft this as things go on. Apparently that's how it's gonna work. So we don't have to worry about having too much crafting that comes into it. Next thing extra stuff they have is Verisium. Because that will actually put in there's a bunch of new runes that's available. You're able to get some really interesting changes to the kit where if you change this, you Viridianite it. And it grants runic wards. So that is useful because after that you need runic ward to do different another new set of skills. So this color grant skill were unique. So this one gives like Frostfire, essentially Frostfire build, which is interesting. So I'll be curious how this Frostfire is gonna work. More enhanced expedition now is going to the sea. Even more new runes. When I look at the pack, I realized the new runes, there's 100 over new runes being added. That's gonna give. I don't think all 100 will be useful. That's a problem. So we'll see how those goes. Right. Honestly, don't think they'll all be useful. Probably in the end, people will just use the 1 or 2 as what we have now actually. So this is the new expedition essentially. This actually is a new expedition. You go out into the sea. You do one expedition map. It unlocks multiple rooms and then you can multiple islands which you can clear. You can do different missions, the different shit inside that you can try and then you clear to unlock the final boss, which can drop this item. Mana base. Looks like this is gonna be you'll probably be doing the what's it called? I forgot the skill called. Eldritch Battery. It's probably be an Eldritch Battery build. So you want to stack mana because you scale damage based on your mana as well. And your mana is your health. This is our final Uber Eldritch boss, which is quite fun. Midnight Zenith. Cannot generate energy. Gain Arctic Crystal based on critical hits. Interesting. So What does Arctic Crystal do though? Oh, this is a giant meteor. I don't think it's very useful, honestly. That's my opinion about this. Arctic Crystal. Explosion, I guess. Explosion on the crystal. So I think there are a couple more skills that's based on ice crystal. This is a new one that goes into it. But it's an amulet. I don't think this amulet is good enough for that to matter anyway. So Delirium. Find Delirium boss. Now Delirium is super boring. I don't even do Delirium now. I literally just plow through them and then I don't bother doing it. No point. Most of the emotions are only for you to instill stuff. But now there's a lot of new passive buffs. It's additional skill slots. Not great, but interesting, right? They can class missing mods. Yeah, this is gonna be fun actually. Movement speed, things that you need. Exposure will be interesting because now there's only a couple of ways you can do exposure based on critical hit, like ice exposure, lightning exposure based on shock. If not, like what everybody uses now, which is I'll just show you, which is Frost Bomb. Frost Bomb essentially is the only thing that grants good enough exposure. So this ritual, these are the ravens. I think this will be a pretty good. So this is one thing about martial artists, because one of the skills that it has is able to change your skill, change your fist skill into Fist of Stone, and that actually changes the skills of the gloves that you put on. And I think this will be really cool. This will give you something unique because this allows you to even cow enemies and do shockwave. Right, so this is gonna be a chaos based AoE damage. So you want to have as much power as this is a power base and cowling. So it will be actually quite fun to use this as a main skill, because I believe you are able to stack all the way up to 100% cowling. I can't remember which skill was it. You're able to stack all the way up to 100% cowling, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. And look at this, 1,075% attack damage multiplier, man. That's insane. So Breach has been reworked. You're able to craft new rare item drops, which is really cool. I don't know how useful any of these. This life is probably gonna be useful. Mana also. But this also helmet or gloves, hard to say. I think it really depends on the build. Meet the king. Okay, so this is not the best change. So most of the time right now the ritual tributes are wasted, and then you have to collect a bunch of fragments. Oh, they have the fragment step now, which is great. But you need to collect a bunch of fragments, which take up space in your inventory. Now we can just offer the ritual. There's no more fragments, just offer the tributes to the king, and then eventually when you max out, you can just run that. Which is really cool. Right, so this comes to the unique. So the reason why initially I was planning to play the Pokemon build Streetwalker as the league starter, but I think one of the things that I really want to make pure companions what that you want is actually the Stoic Receptor, because first you can get increased damage based on marked targets, get as many different companions, you stack multiple companions, and most importantly, you have the Asmerian Wolf. Actually, and you can do bleed. You can how to to manifest wolves before they disappear, right? Yeah. So it's a single giant minion which can buff enemies. Twister 1 is then the other unit. Twister 1 will be interesting to play as a mage. So you do this is Chaos Bolt on steroids. Actually not Chaos Bolt. What is the, let me find the skill. I can't remember the name. This is the, let me find it. Let me just take out a new random Drew. This is Contagion on steroids. Right, because you can actually spread the contagion and then you do mass clears. Instead, this one is actually a bolt that allows you to do that. It sounds fun. 30 new maps. Means more beasts to actually summon. It's very interesting to what beasts can get. Right, 40 new uniques. So Warden Bow, right? This is a fully broken armor, block chance. I still don't understand how you're gonna play a block chance based bow, a strength based bow warrior. You probably can play it, but I just wonder how are you exactly gonna do that. It's still a question. I mean, like, it's not surprising because you have stuff like where is it? I know this is around here. No, it's below here. Melee X. Yeah, I thought there was a, my memory that said there was a bow base. I know where is it. So if you look into, give me a second. If you go to the Oracle, I suspect this is an Oracle, a bow Oracle actually. A bow druid. Sorry, what am I talking about? A bow druid. Reason because if you look into if you select Oracle, there is this tree which you can get, which is attack speed on bows. So you're actually able to get damage onto your bows. And you have Cowling Strike now. Based on that. This is gonna be very interesting how you're gonna do this. I'm genuinely curious, how are you gonna build a bow base druid. You probably can actually. So because you have stuff like, it's a minion, I don't care about minion, poison. There's a lot of block chances stuff. So it'll be quite interesting actually. So maybe like not spells. Not this either. Yeah, probably it's still gonna be crit and all that. Not bleeding lah. You can do bleeding. Your attack hits to do deletions and all that. Now that would be genuinely interesting actually. Yeah, some bow base build. I will be genuinely curious how that will work out, because again, this weapon skills damage based on block chance. You get more block chance based on armor. Also, you stack armor to get block chance, which gives you more damage. So this is pure armor, 100 item, right? So I assume, so the highest working armor right now, I think, is this Champion Caracas. 3k. You get better lah. Right now, the one I have here is 3k armor. You probably can stack it even higher. And then you can, 3k armor means you get about 3k 100% total armor. This means you will get 150% more block chance. So you get more added physical damage based on 1% block chance. So you get up to 600 damage, you know, if you have that Champion Caracas on, which is very decent for a piece for a bow. Arrows return if they pierce a target which had fully broken armor. So you want to play armor break and piercing. Armor break and then it pierce. That'd be actually quite interesting build to play with. Honestly, it'd be interesting if you can build something of vulnerable doing that. So if you do, maybe if you do like, oh, again, chill breaks armor, right? So, maybe imagine if you do like a, let's just go to the bowls, right? If you do like a, what is that? Where is the eye shot? Is it eye shot? No, not eye shot. Which one was it? I can't remember. Which one was it? Oh, sorry, it's so long since I played a bow. I can't really remember the bow skills. Oh, sorry, Glacial Lance. Is this? Oh, this is spear restricted. Sorry. Yeah, I guess bow will come back. Maybe snipe or stormcaller arrow? No. He has a return, right? So maybe something like eye shot. And then you'll return. Because eye shot again, cold breaks armor. That'll be quite fun actually. No, almost spiral volley actually. And he returns. That is interesting. Right. Yeah, maybe something like spiral volley and he returns shot. Maybe that'll be something interesting to run actually. Unless there are any new skills that have been changed. Okay, new challenges. Build planner, that's super cool. Now give plans for people to actually use. Yeah. Fragment slash step. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Yeah. So it's really cool. I'm really excited for this. So okay, other things that we managed to learn from this. I watched the interview, managing to learn from that. Number one. So you're able to actually force. So right now, actually, like random. The way Atlas works is that you're able to put in various trees or various tablets of various from various leagues to get that particular mechanic to appear. But others mechanic to appear too, even if you don't put it in. What you're able to do now is to actually add triple tablets. So if, for example, if you want to run this river hole and you only want to do like ritual, you can actually stack triple ritual and only ritual based maps will spawn. So you could actually go through the whole league playing like ritual breach only, and you will not lose out because other league mechanics spawn in and you don't have the points for that. That's really awesome. If you do want to unlock the other stuff, it's actually very easy. It's only like 4 to 5 maps. Generally, they are around 4 to 5 maps away from the starting zone. So you can very easily move into those areas, no problem, and get them unlocked. Next, right now, if you run any of the boss's fragments, it's a one shot and die. If you die, you lose the fragments, you lost the run. Right for now, in the next league, anything that requires you to use fragments is unlimited try. So you can actually do like the pinnacle boss 150 times if you die. Not a problem. On the note of pinnacle bosses, if you do the mission, you do the quest along the lines, you are guaranteed to clear the pinnacle boss. So you guarantee a pinnacle boss to run. So you at least right now, it's not like chance, right? You hope you meet the mechanic, hope that you get a fragment, and then hope that you can clear it. So you hold on to the fragment till the end, and realize that the boss super easy, you just one shot it, right? Next, they got a nerf temple, no more snaking. I think we all know that they were bound to nerf it, but yeah, they have confirmed that they're gonna nerf the nerf snake. You will not be snaking allowed snake anymore, and you probably won't need to, because when the rooms break, you won't lose the room, but actually you just break and then form empty rooms to link you to the next room that is still there. So you won't have like a room that's there and then breaks and lost. So you have no incentive to do so. I'll be interested. Apparently there's an Easter egg, so you have Olaf will be within the expedition map. You're not going to fight him, but he'll appear within the map. So they put a lot of these kind of Easter eggs around the region. So you probably will see like a breach boss or something around the areas where they might be and all that. You can actually see them around the map. It's like Easter egg bosses you can see, right? Which is really cool. So you might think that you see the whole atlas has so many nodes, take forever to clear the map. You don't have to. Actually, if you just want to speed run, it's possible to just clear the bosses and then unlock the entire zone of the points. However, do note that if you do that, you will lose access to some of the unique mechanics that's there. It will still spawn in your normal map, but those things to get there, like all rogue appears, or all monsters are converted to strong boxes. Those maps will be gone. Those map mechanics will be, you won't be able to play them lah. They will just appear. You can only encounter them back when they appear in the normal map, right? So those are just a few of the cool map things that I've seen. Very interesting, very fun. Really excited actually to play them as something that's gonna come up. So you'll be curious where that comes into play. So yes. Streetwalker, I think the coolest thing was this unique weapon that we managed to see. Captain America shield. This is a breach boss weapon. And grenade launcher, man. I wonder if you can play... Actually, if you look at grenade launchers, I would automatically think of like the mercenaries. But I wonder if there's a... Yes, but this shield is... Captain America shield is very cool. I do wonder if this is going to be warrior based though. Hey, can you main using that shield? Then if this is projectile based, can you actually scale it such that you get multiple shields though? Right. So cannot fog, cannot speed. That's fine. So I at least for this, I know for a fact that actually we can do multi projectiles. That's probably gonna work. We can spawn multi projectiles for this. Destroy an ice crystal. So it's gonna probably pair up with... I wonder... I don't know if any other way to form ice crystals, but maybe like you pull it with the Viridian Strain, Midnight Zenith, right? Because this spawns ice crystals for you, right? Based on your critical hit, and then you can constantly spawn it in, right? And you can constantly use the skill. So that'll be particularly interesting, actually. Yep. So okay, you can slam, right? Yeah, exactly. So you can spam that maybe. Yeah, this great option is really cool actually. Look at the, and this damage is really high for unique. 7717. This is rare actually. A lot of the uniques doesn't have such high damage. I have never played grenade based skills this ever in POE2 also. So probably interesting to play. To play this grenade base, non-totem base. But I wonder what grenades are available actually. Yeah. So you can spam grenades. This is probably freaking OP, I think. Look at that. It's insane. You pair it with, imagine you pair it with Totem, man. Holy crap. That'd be quite cool actually. So grenades, I think is under crossbow. Right, so like shot grenade maybe.
Grenade lets out an electrocuting blast. Potentially gas grenades create a flammable poison cloud
This poison
deals chaos damage and poisons enemies. Ignite effects and detonator skills will set the cloud aflame.
So you probably want to pair gas grenades with like
grenades can blind
flash
and
grenade.
stun enemies. Blinded
Not flash grenade, explosive grenade.
Explosive grenades have a long fuse, but deal
Right, pair that with gas grenade. Or even oil.
Cover everything in flammable oil, slowing enemies and reducing
No, actually should do oil grenade with flat explosive grenades and just pair these two together and just chain them one after another. Right?
Flammable oil. Mortar cannon is an emplacement that slowly but repeatedly fires.
Right, that should be interesting.
Cluster grenades spit out multiple smaller grenades when they explode.
Or even pair up with like cluster grenade.
Siege cascade fires a bolt at each
That'd be interesting. I wonder how we're gonna get it to work.
The bolts rain down.
Just to pair all of them together.
Toxic domain infects the ground around you with malignant power.
Alright, so I think that comes to end of the reacts.